Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Renee Ferguson. My first guest has struggled with her weight for most of her life and tried to lose weight many times but failed. Robin Haworth decided to take control of her health and lost 125 pounds. This is how she turned her life into an inspiring before and after success story.
I was always heavy, always. And especially in high school, I think it just kind of seemed to balloon in high school. I went from I can remember like one day I was just this little person and the next day I weighed 270 pounds. A lot of it was the way we grew up too. I mean, the way my parents ate, the way they fixed meals, what they fixed. When you're in a family of 5, there's a lot of food and you eat. There's no, I would say, portion control or things like that. And you just sit down for dinner and you eat. And there was nobody really standing there saying, don't eat that. You know, whatever you wanted, you ate. I was never really one for the cookie jar, and I was never really one for ice cream. But you give me some chips and some candy, I was ready to go. And I would eat it, and I was that way through high school, after high school, and stayed that way until I woke up one day and said I really need to make a change.
She joined a weight loss program and tried fad diets that didn't work, and along the way encountered major obstacles which left her overweight and depressed.
So it was just this spiral thing, and I finally decided that it was time for me to take back my life and do something with it, because I was the only one that was basically going to control it.
Robin found the guidance and support she needed to take control of her health when she joined a fitness center and met personal trainer Matt Weiner.
And I hemmed and hawed about it and didn't know quite if I wanted to do it or not. And then I finally said, yes, I'll do it. And from the very first moment, you know, there's just that respect there. He cared about how I felt. He cared about what I ate. He cared about what I did, how I felt, everything. I mean, he just took that from the very start. I mean, you have people that just do it because they do it. He actually does it because he likes what he does.
Since starting the program, Robin endured foot surgery, a sprained ankle, and shingles, but Matt's steady encouragement kept her motivated and focused on her goals.
There were several things that we had to go through as far as injuries and certain things that came up throughout this whole process, and basically the way that we kept her motivated was just refocusing her on what her ultimate goal was, and understanding that, hey, things are going to happen along the way. You just have to adapt to each thing and understand that it's just a minor setback, and keep your eyes focused on what the big story is. And that's really what we did with her, was focus on the positive rather than the negative, and understand that, hey, this is life, stuff happens in life, but in the end it's going to be a greater reward for you.
Now that Robin has shed the excess weight, Matt is helping her maintain with a well-rounded advanced workout.
Well, there's currently several things that we're doing with her. We're doing mostly strength training. We're doing a form of integrated training with cardiovascular work involved in that. We're doing a full body workouts currently. Right now is what we're doing with her, on top of about 4 or 5 days a week of cardio geared towards her maximum heart rate, 75 to 80% of her maximum heart rate right now, which is more than enough to maintain her weight right now.
It took discipline to lose 125 pounds, and it didn't happen with exercise alone. Robin follows a structured eating plan.
So I have this little system now. If I make soups or casseroles or things like that, I take them, I will actually weigh the meat so that I know I have 3 ounces or 2 ounces of like chicken or beef or whatever in there. And I put them in their own little separate containers, and I put them in the freezer. And that way I can basically have what I want. If I want chicken, you know, I take it out. I can take it to work with me. It's very easy. I don't have to go to the cafeteria and go, they have mashed potatoes today, you know. So it's, for me, that's what worked, and I still do it to this day.
If you're struggling with your weight, you can get to the next step with Robin's encouraging words.
Take those small steps, make those small changes, and just keep adding to them. Once you have mastered that, add something else so that you have that one and you can master something else. You can do it. Anybody can do it. I'm just this nobody off the street, and it clicked. It worked for me. I took one small step at a time, made one change at a time. I exercised, then I learned how to eat right. Then I put them two together, and it just works. Keep at it, don't give up. Find a buddy, find somebody that can go with you or be with you. If you can only walk, if you can't get anywhere else, you can walk down the street, find a buddy to walk down the street with. Get a dog, walk down the street with a dog. Grab a neighbor's dog if you don't have a dog. They always like exercise. I take my dog all the time. Just find something, get up, get moving, watch your portion control, and that's a lot of it, is portion control. And exercise, gotta move. Without a doubt, this has been a life-changing experience for me. I am no longer watching life pass me by, but I am experiencing life and all it has to offer.